The SREC program is basically the end result of a public law, which is called a Renewable Portfolio Standard, that requires the utilities to generate some of the power that they sell in a state, and we're talking specifically in the state of Massachusetts. It requires them to generate some of the power that they sell through renewable means. So geothermal, it could be wind, solar PV. So what you're going to hear in terms of SRECs is, and the term actually stands for Solar Renewable Energy Credits. And it actually equates to a measure of power. It's 1 megawatt hour of power. And what the Renewable Portfolio Standard has done is it's identified solar as a special technology with special incentives, both plus and minus to generating power for the utilities. The utilities have that percentage, and in order to comply, they must do one of two things. They must either generate the power themselves, or they can buy the credit for the power, kind of like a frequent flyer points thing. They can buy points from people that are making power on their homes and in their commercial facilities. So the SREC program has, for Massachusetts, established a bottom price per SREC, or per megawatt hour of renewable solar energy, of $300. And if a utility doesn't meet that requirement, if they don't achieve the percentage that they're supposed to, then there's a penalty, but they call it something nicer than a penalty. They call it an alternative compliance credit, an ACC. And the penalty is $600 per SREC, or per megawatt hour. So what happens with the SREC is there's a market for SRECs, which at the moment is floating around $500 per SREC. So a typical home that might have a 3 to 5 kW system, if you look at the amount of renewable energy that it generates, it might do 3 SRECs annually, which at today's prices is equivalent to about $500 of income that you would get working primarily through an aggregator, which would be a company that would take a bunch of different people's projects, and they combine them into big bundles that the public utility would purchase.
All right.
So that's the SREC program.
Thank you, Mike.